Welcome to today's part of this SPSS methodology. This time with a unit on generating and recoding different variables. Let's start with generating new variables. Why should we do something like this? Well, if we have a data set like the one here, we have information on height and weight, we might be interested in actually using this information for calculating new variables, like for example the BMI, the body mass index. But how to do something like this? For this we can simply use, here in the menu Transform, the command compute variable. This looks relatively easy, so here with target variable we just enter the name for our new variable, and if we click on type and label, we can select down here, is this a number or string variable, and can also up here already enter a new name or new description for our variable. This should be body mass index. Okay, so far for the organizational aspects. How about going to actually calculating this variable? So the expression, whatever we want to be calculated, should be put here in the part on the right. Body mass index, it's actually defined as weight in kilograms divided by height in meters squared. So here we would go weight divided by, in this case we do not have the easy possibility to go with squared, so we better go with height in meters times height in meters. If you divide by this, always put it in brackets, parentheses, then click OK. So here he tells us what he actually computed, and in the background we can see he generated a new variable, BMI. If we go to data view, we see this is what we would have actually expected. We have values somewhere between 17 and 30 something. Okay, so far so good. This helps us generate new variables. The downside is, well, this now is more or less a continuous variable. However, in some cases it might be beneficial to use the information and group this, or in other words, classify my variable. So for the body mass index, for example, I could say someone with a body mass index below 20 is below average. Someone with a body mass index between 20 and 25, that's average, that's normal. And someone with a body mass above 25, that's above average. Okay, either way, we could go to data view and do it manually by hand, or more sophisticated, we go to transform, and then here we have recode. Recode in same variables, recode in different variables, or automatic recode. I personally would go with different variables, because automatic recode usually tries to find the different thresholds on its own. And here we have already fixed binding thresholds. Same variable would replace our old BMI variable. This I do not find so good because, well, best don't erase, don't overwrite existing data. You might need this later on. So it's always the best choice to go with recode into new, recode into different variable. So what we're actually going to do, we take our body mass index, then, well, we see here a question mark, and OK and paste are not activated, meaning he's waiting for some information. So the first information is, we have to give a name to our new variable. Let's call this BMI class or classified. And the label is classified BMI. Well, nothing changes here. That's because we haven't yet clicked on the change button. We click here, we see the question mark is replaced by the name of the new variable. However, OK still is not active, and that's because we haven't yet defined any new values. So we have to click here on old and new values. Then on the left we always tell him which old values to take, and here on the right which new values to assign to it. So obviously we wanted to start from everything below 20, so we could go, say, from 0 to 20, because it's bounded on the lower part with 0, or if you do not have a lower bound, go with range lowest through value, meaning starts at the minimum of your data set up to a certain boundary, which for us is 20. We assign it the value 0. So here, first category. Then we have the second category. That's from 20 till 25. That was normal, average. So here we say it's a value of 1. Add the value here. Then we have the last one, everything above 25. This theoretically is unlimited, so here we would go with value through highest. So everything above 25. This we could not set to 1, but set to 2. So this covers the whole range of possibilities below 20, 20 till 25, 25 through highest. Click on OK. Now we see the OK and paste are active, so we can actually click here and he will generate a new variable. Click OK. He tells me here I recoded the BMI variable according to the scheme, and here we see the new variable. If we go to data view, we see it actually worked. The first 3, they are above 25, so they are all 3 assigned a 2. They are between 20 and 25, so they got a 1. This one is below 20, so it's here 0. However, in this case we would still need to add for the value, so we have to tell him 0 means below average. Add this, 1 means average, and 2 means above average. And we're finished with our new variable. We could go back to data view, and if we click up here we see it worked. I can see for everyone whether he is above average, average or below average, and have the corresponding other information. This then also concludes our session. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from it. And well, if you want to see more of those videos, feel free to visit the rest of this SPSS methodology. Until then, see you and goodbye.